Hello, in this video I show you how to bleed the brake system or change the brake fluid on Toyota Corolla. This is the brake fluid reservoir. We're going to remove the cap. On the cap here it says .4 fluid, so that means we need to use .4 fluid only. In order to change the brake fluid and bleed the brake system, we're going to use a brake fluid pump. This is the brake fluid pump that I'm going to use. I'm going to put the cap of the brake fluid pump onto the brake fluid reservoir, and then I'll pump up to 1.5, almost 2 bars. If the video is useful, please like and subscribe. Now I'm going to pump until the pressure becomes almost 2 bars, and then I'm going to start bleeding each of the 4 wheels. We can see the pressure is at almost 2 bars. Now we'll start bleeding the system and changing the fluid. We'll start with the wheel which is furthest from the brake fluid tank, which is the rear right wheel. Now we're going to loosen the bleeding screw. Next we're going to put these holes into the bleeding screw so that all the brake fluid that comes out goes into a container. This is the container that all the brake fluid is going into. Now we're going to loosen the bleeding screw, and the brake fluid should start flowing. We can see that the brake fluid is flowing into the brake hose and into the container. When we're changing the brake fluid, we need about 250 milliliters of brake fluid to come out of each of the 4 wheels. If we are only bleeding the brake system, we only need to the brake fluid to start flowing without any air bubbles, and then we can stop it. When we're changing the brake fluid, we need to look at how much fluid has gone into the container, and also the brake fluid would start changing its color when it goes through the hose. It will become from darker to more lighter color, and this is when we can stop changing the fluid on this side and continue on the other one. Okay, we're done here, so now we're going to go on the rear left wheel. We can see how much brake fluid came out of this wheel. This is about 250 milliliters. Now we do the same on the rear left wheel. we loosen the bleeding screw and the brake fluid will start flowing. We need to bleed around 200 milliliters of brake fluid, and we'll see how the brake fluid will change color from dark to more light color, which means that we're done. And here is how much we got from the two rear wheels. Now we go to the front right wheel. It's the same procedure here as the rear wheels, except here we don't have to do 200 milliliters, maybe a little bit less, maybe 100 or 150 milliliters. But we still have to look at the color. When the color changes to a lighter color, that means we're done. And the front left wheel is the last wheel that we need to bleed. This is the wheel that's closest to the brake fluid tank. The procedure is the same. And now we're done with bleeding the brake system and changing the brake fluid. This is how much brake fluid came out of the brake system. This is about 900 milliliters. Now we're going to relieve the pressure on the fuel pump with this yellow button, and then we can take the cap off the brake fluid tank, and we're done. Now that we've removed the pump from the brake fluid tank, we can see what the level of the brake fluid is, and if it's to the maximum level it's okay. If it's a little bit more than that, then that means we need to take out some of the brake fluid. Here in our case it's a little bit over the maximum level, so we're gonna pull out a little bit of the brake fluid. We're going to use a syringe. And then we're done. Hopefully the video was helpful. Thank you for watching.